Good afternoon, Russell Geist here with Construction Specialties. I got Jeff Blake who's going to help me out today, and we're going to do a quick demonstration of how easy it is to install some of our sunshades. In this particular instance, we're going to do a vertical sunshade. It's an airfoil shape, and it's going to get mounted back to structure using some alligator castings or nose brackets. Real simple. What you're going to do is, whether you want to use like a laser level or some other means of basically marking along the elevation of your building the height of all these brackets. That's what you're going to do. So we've pre-drilled our holes. Highly recommend you do the same thing. We're going to mount them up here. I actually have a line drawn on here. That's what I used to mark this before. So if you have the holes pre-drilled, you can easily do what me and Jeff just did and locate it and just go right in. I highly recommend you pre-drill everything. It'll just be a lot easier. Now this is something where you've got to do all of the all the fasteners for each bracket all at the same time. You can't just do like one or two of them and come back, because the blade, once you install the blade, it may end up causing an issue where you're not going to be able to get access to it. Another thing, I'll show you this casting here quickly. We've got it's got uneven legs on it. So when you have something like that, we'll have the holes pre-drilled. That's important to know. We're going to provide these castings with the holes in here, as well as in the sides here, whether it's one side or both sides. This particular one, we just need to do it on the one side of it. But you can imagine if you've got a whole series of these going along the elevation of your building, depending on the space in between them, you may have to go left to right or right to left, especially also what side this long leg is and what side you're drilling it on. So just be mindful of that. Do a little, mental exercise of going through the installation process, and does it make sense to go left to right or right to left? So you've used the laser level or some other level to mark the top or bottom of the brackets on every one of them. The blades, I would say on average, you're probably going to have 2 or 3 brackets per blade, depending on how long of a blade you have, how big it is, wind load, all kinds of parameters come into play here. So the other thing you're going to now need to do is also mark where the top of the blade is, or the bottom, depending on how you're installing it. You want to make sure that you've got it right where it's going to be. These holes in the blades will not be there when you get the blades in the field. You will have to do those yourself in the field. So this one, again, we've already pre-drilled them though ahead of time. We got to come up a little bit. Right there. So, woohoo. Oh, real easy. You just take that. Again, I would suggest you do one on each bracket and then you come back and do the rest of it. And so I got that. Now I'm just gonna go right ahead and do the rest of them. So it's a real simple and quick install, but it does have a little upfront work and coordination you need to do with the location of these brackets and how far you need to go above and below it. The one thing you could probably do is, in terms of marking the blade where it needs to be in relation to that, I would say is just look how far the dimension is from the top of a bracket to the top of the blade and use that as your guide. And if that's something that you can't easily figure out in the shop drawings, give us a call and we'll help you out. And that's it. So once you got the one in this instance here, I would say if this was my build and elevation and I'm working my way this way, I'm gonna start and work on the left and come back to the right here, because then I have all this space here to work and get into these fasteners here. Thank you, that's all I have for you.